What's up, James and Jazz crew? And we are wrapping up the series of the resistance bands with the door anchor today. I know the past few weeks we have covered chest, back, arms, shoulders. So today is legs, of course. So tell us about it, babe.
That's right. Today we're going to show you how to train the legs using the resistance bands and the door anchor. And honestly, there's not a whole lot more I need to say. This is an exercise demonstration video, so we're going to show you the exercises. Then you can go and train them on your own. So I'll talk more about this door anchor and how it works at the door. So we'll see you at the door. All right, welcome to our entryway. I'm about to show you 6 different exercises that you can do for the legs using the resistance bands and the door anchor. A little bit about the equipment that you're probably going to want. You're also going to want maybe just a hand towel because I will have that wrapped around our leg for something coming up very soon. So you might want to grab one of those, pause it and grab one of those. And I'll talk a little bit more about this, but you also might want something to make your door anchor a little bit thicker. That's why I have these carabiners. I'll explain that in a moment. So to start with, here is our door anchor. You can see that it is thick on this one end and it's a hoop. So you want to stick that thick end through the door and shut that in the door, and you want the hoop on the inside so you can run your resistance bands through it. I'm going to demonstrate that real quick. Just going to simply put it right here, shut that thick part out, pull it tight to make sure it's not going to come out. As you can see, you're not going to do all your exercise from the top of the door. You might choose you want to do them from the side of the door. You can put it at any height in the side of the door as well, depending on what exercise you're choosing to do with the door anchor. You can also put the door anchor at the bottom of the door, down here, like so. So you always want to make sure that you tug on that door anchor. One thing you're going to notice, the top, I tugged on it, it didn't come out. The side, I tugged on it, it didn't come out. The bottom of our door isn't sealed quite right, so I need to get it sealed better. But when I pull on that hard enough, it pulls right through. You don't want the resistance bands snapping into you, so you always want to make sure, that's your warning, tug on that thing to make sure it's not going to pop out. That's why, as I talked about earlier, I have the door, these little carabiners, that makes it thicker on the outside of the door when I shut it into the door. So now I can shut this into the door and there are no problems with it coming through the door. So I'll put that in now. Slide it over. All of our exercises are going to be from the bottom of the door today. So you won't have to move it around today. I also like to lock the door. That way if somebody decides they want to come in while I'm working out, I don't go flying across the room because I was doing an exercise. So the hoop is on the inside. You're going to run your resistance band through the hoop. That is your anchor, y'all. So now I don't have to stand on the resistance band. I can step away, get more resistance because I don't have to just stand on it. So a little bit about the bands. You're going to notice some exercises you might be a little bit stronger at. So one way that you can increase your resistance is by getting heavier bands. So right now I have the medium bands on there. This particular set I bought from Target, it came with light, medium, and heavy. So I could add the heavy if I wanted to go heavier weight on an exercise, or I could, this has a clip on the handle where I can clip 1, 2, or 3 bands, probably even more than that. So I could clip multiple bands on there to increase that resistance to make the exercise a little bit harder. Another way that you can increase resistance, let's say I'm doing some bicep curls. If I don't want super crazy resistance, I just stand really close to the door and I'm not getting a whole ton of resistance, so it's not as hard. If I'm like, I'm stronger than this, I can step out. Now I've already increased the resistance. I can step out even further. It's going to get harder and harder the farther away I step from that anchor. So that's just a little bit on the resistance, how you can make the exercises harder. So, all right, so I'm all set. Anchor set at the bottom. We're going to start with some simple squats. So I'm going to go feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to bring these bands up. I'm going to step out a little bit too. And I'm just going to have them wrapped around my arms like this. And I'm going to squat down and then back up. Down, back up. You want to squat so your butt is close to parallel to the ground. As you go down, you're coming back up. So that's the first exercise, an excellent exercise to do. People typically love to incorporate squats in their workouts, whether they're using machines or dumbbells or whatever it may be. Next exercise is going to be a leg extension. So this is where that towel is going to come in handy, and we're going to have to get a little bit tricky with the resistance band. So I'm going to pull the band out of that anchor. Now, because I want to be able to wrap this band around my foot, I'm going to create a hoop. So I'm going to run the resistance band through like so. So now I've created a hoop. And then we're going to run it back through like this. So you can see that I still have a little bit of a hoop that I can wrap this around whatever I want to wrap it around. My hand, my foot, whatever it may be. Obviously, we're doing legs, so I'm going to wrap it around my foot. So we're going to do a leg extension. We'll start with that. Well, actually, we'll do the right leg. So I want to make sure this is tight around, actually, and I'm even going to go up to, this is where I'm going to use the towel. Sorry I'm taking so long to explain this. So the towel is going to wrap around my leg like this. And now I'm going to tighten the band around like that. So the reason for the towel is because otherwise you end up with the pretty wacky, it kind of rubs against your ankle and everything in a very uncomfortable way. So here I can hold the resistance band here, and now I'm going to work my leg extension. I'm going to bring my knee up. I'm just going to kick out. Like if I want less resistance, again, step back, bring that knee up, and I just extend. It's going to hit that quad. The leg extension hits the quad muscle. Right here, that muscle. So then obviously I would switch to the other leg and make sure that I'm getting that left quad worked as well. Next exercise we're going to do is sprinters. So I'm just going to leave it on this leg to demonstrate the sprinters. I'm going to hold on to this. It's the same idea. Everything's set up the same. The sprinter, that leg I'm working is going to be back to start. I'm stepping forward with a stagger step, and I'm just going to bring this knee up like that. So that sprinters work your hip flexors. So it's hip flexors right here. So you're going to feel that right there in the hip flexor. So again, I held on here, resistance came through, brought that leg up, hit that hip flexor. So the next exercise we're going to do is a leg curl. So it's going to look a little bit different. We're going to step back like this. I'm going to hang on to this. And remember, always work both legs. I'm not going to demonstrate both legs because it's just going to take far too long for me to do that. So I'm holding on here. I'm just going to curl back like this. You can lean against the door if you'd like. Whatever you got to do. Boom. This leg curl works the hamstring muscle right back here. Breathing out as you curl up. Whenever you're actually working that muscle, you're breathing out. All right, next exercise. I'm going to be done with the towel so we can pull the towel out. Put the towel off to the side. Now I'm going to wrap this band around my shoe. So I'm still keeping the hoop idea, but I'm going to have it tight around my shoe now, because now I'm going to do a leg press. So make sure it's comfortable. It's hooked around my shoe. So I'm going to do a leg press, which is really great to hit the glutes, the hamstrings. So you can lean against the door. I'm still holding on to this. I'm just going to press out like that, bringing it in and out. Breathing out as you press back, right? Breathing out. Okay. All right, the last exercise is going to be a side leg raise. So we're going to work the outer thigh muscle. You're going to also feel that right here in that booty too a little bit. So I'm still holding on here, just raising out. There you go. So those are the 6 different exercises that you can do for the legs. Again, I only demonstrated the one leg. I want to make sure that you're hitting both legs. So maybe what you want to do so that you don't have to switch every time is maybe do all of the exercises with that one leg, then switch it over to the other leg, and then do all the exercises for that other leg. So you're really going to overload each individual leg for each set. Otherwise, it's a little bit of a pain to switch back and forth. So I hope you guys enjoyed these 6 different exercises. Jasmine and I will see you at the wall for an outro.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other weeks of this series using the resistance bands with the door anchor. We covered chest, back, arms, and shoulders. Who knew you had a home gym just at your door? So please check those out.
Yeah, and also if you enjoyed it, do us a huge favor, share it on your social media, copy the link, share it with your friends. We would love to get more and more people watching these and enjoying these. Really just trying to help people to get in shape at home, y'all. And you can help us to do that just by sharing it with those friends or those fans, followers on social media. Y'all, we don't just do physically fit videos. If you go to jamesandjazz.com, you click on that videos link, you're going to see that we have spiritual videos, the very first section that pops up. Typically on Mondays, we put out a spiritual video. We've done a lot of topical stuff. We've done Bible study with us. So we just want to encourage you to grow spiritually as well by checking out those videos. We give you what our opinion is, what we've read and what we feel is important about whatever topic, or what we took, what the Lord spoke to us through a specific Bible study. So we want to help y'all to learn with us in these videos. So check out those spiritual videos. We also have, of course, physically fit videos. Yes. The second link. So you can check those out. We've done full-length workouts using dumbbells, using resistance bands, doing cardio in place. We've done some kettlebell stuff too, body part specific workouts. Think you'll really love those. And some people are like, I don't have time to go through a full-length workout with people. I'm on the go all the time. Maybe you don't have internet wherever you go. We also do the exercise demonstration videos, as you saw in this video, where we just demonstrate body part specific workouts using the different pieces of equipment. So I encourage you to check those out as well to help you to grow physically, be in better shape physically. And finally, we have life and relationships is that last category. If you want to get to know us better and see some monumental events in our lives, check out that life and relationships tab. That's what the life part is all about, helping you to get to know us better and what's going on in our life. And then we have relationships there as well. We want to help you to grow relationally as well. So we share some of the things that we've learned about relationships, the good, the bad, the ugly, and we want to help you to grow relationally through that. And finally, y'all, we want you to be in the loop with what's going on when we're putting new videos up. And one of the ways you can be in the loop is by checking out our social media, jamesandjazz.com. You're going to see at the top and the bottom, we have social media links, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. So be sure to like, follow, subscribe to our YouTube. We'd love to have you on those as well.
Yes, and if you scroll to the bottom of our website, jamesandjazz.com, you'll find the section where you can subscribe to our email list.
Boom.
That way you can be in the know with everything exciting going on. You can be the first to know. And then next to that is the area, the section of our website where you can book us to speak. So maybe you'd like us to speak at your church or school or a conference. Give us information and we will get back to you. And then if you scroll to the top of our website, you'll see the donate tab. Thank you so much for praying for our ministry. That means so much. And then secondly, if you'd like to partner with us financially, this is your opportunity. Obviously, no obligation or pressure because we give all these videos to you completely for free, just because we love you and want to pour into you and help you become the best version of yourself physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. But like we do give these for free and it takes a lot of time. So if you are impacted and blessed and motivated by these videos, maybe you have $5 that you're willing to donate. So we just wanted to give you an opportunity to partner with us. So that donate tab gives you all the information on how you can donate via PayPal, Venmo, or Patreon. Additionally, there is a courses tab. So for all my Christian ladies out there wanting to become the Proverbs 31 woman that God designed you to be, check those courses out for yourself.
Yeah. Well, we thank you guys so much, and we look forward to seeing you back at jamesandjazz.com soon.